Hello students, good afternoon. Dear students, today I am going to present an e-content on the topic preposition. Before we start the topic, I would like to introduce myself, Nitish Kumar Srivastav, TGT English, JNV Guna, Madhya Pradesh. Now see the broad concept of prepositions. One thing is fact, in your earlier classes you studied the parts of speech. And during your study of parts of speech, there was a topic prepositions. But there you would have only studied preposition, its introduction, definition, and some of the example. But in a real life students, the concept of preposition is actually very broad. Most of the things are totally depend on preposition. Most of the time we have to use preposition in a correct way, and it is also not possible to provide all the details of this particular and important topic within a short period of time. But whatever I am going to tell you, whatever I am going to explain, it will give you some of the idea how a preposition is used at various places. For example, here one sentence is there, a plane flew above the clouds. Suppose that this is your sentence, there is a plane and second one thing is cloud. And how you are going to use preposition using these two subjects in your sentence. See the example, the plane flew above the cloud, behind the cloud, around the cloud, below the cloud, beneath the cloud, beside the cloud, beyond the cloud, into the cloud, near the cloud, outside the cloud, over the cloud, past the cloud, through the cloud, toward the cloud, under the cloud, and finally dived underneath the cloud. Means if you focus on the first sentence, you see the plane is a subject and cloud is also a subject. You can also say it object. But the relation, what should be the relation of these two words in a sentence? And preposition, it shows the relation. And because of that relation, there are numerous prepositions. They are going to be used with the first sentence. Depending on you in what way you are going to present all the preposition in any other sentence. Now see the definition of the preposition. A preposition is a word that shows the relationship between two things. In the example above, the preposition shows the relationship between a plane and a cloud. Some other examples of preposition will appear next in the chapter or next in the other slides as I am going to move ahead. But for that you must concentrate your mind, otherwise there will be lots of confusion or you will forget the concept how we are going to use preposition in our daily life. Now see the list of preposition. Dear students, whenever you come across a book, a grammar book, and if a separate chapter of preposition is given there, you will find that the entire chapter of parts of speech is equal to entire topic preposition. Because lots of things are there, we have to understand how the preposition, a single preposition is going to be used at various places in various manner. And here is the list of preposition. You see the columns, you see the words about, beside, inside, to, above, besides, like, toward, across, between, near, under, after, beyond, of, underneath, against, by, of, until, along, despite, on, up, among, down, out, with, around, during, outside, within, at, except, over, without, before, for, past, behind, from, since, below, in, through, beneath, into, throughout. Dear student, now you can see there are various words they are going to be used in preposition, but how we are going to use in preposition, that is the matter. And in fact, when there is a competition and in your board examination, some of the grammatical point, if they appear in the sense of paragraph, fill in the blanks, etc., the preposition plays a very crucial role in order to check your knowledge. What do you know more about preposition and how you are going to use preposition in your questions. Prepositions with more than one words. In earlier slides or the previous slide, I gave you the example of numerous words that is related to preposition. What related? They are prepositional words. Now here some of the examples I am giving about the words about the preposition with more than one word. Examples. Some preposition consist of more than one word. Here is a list of the most commonly multi-word prepositions. Along with. Suppose that you have to use the example along with. You can say the teacher, the principal, along with his teachers, was going to attend a meeting. In place of, because of, in spite of, due to you can use. Due to the pandemic of corona, it is not possible to organize the physical class inside the classroom. Instead of, except for, on account of, in addition to, out of. My principal is out of station. In case of means in case of any emergency, you can contact me on this number. Up to, in front of means his house is in front of my house. With the exception of. Besides these prepositional words, there are various words, they come with more than one words in case of preposition. Suppose that if here are 10 words, I think. Suppose that there are 10 words, more than one words. 10 words associated with preposition having more than one word. If you are going to use these words in your sentence, there will be the bunch of examples to you. There will not be a single question. There will not be a single problem how you are going to use the preposition. It will be possible only when you are going to make a practice in your daily life. Otherwise, whatever I am sharing to you, whatever you have already studied, it will be only a dumb thing until you are not going to utilize them in your daily life. Now, the first example I am giving preposition of time. Later, in other slides, you will see preposition of time, preposition of place, preposition of moment, and you will be interested to see how a word which is used in preposition for time, it is going to be used in preposition of place, preposition of moment, etc. Now starts preposition of time. See here, preposition of time and on. First preposition is on. On is used with days. How? See the example. I will see you on Monday. The week begins on Sunday. Second prepositional word is at. At is used with noon, night, midnight, and with the time of day. For example, my plane leaves at noon. The movie starts at 6 p.m. In. In is used with other parts of the day, with months, with years, with seasons. For example, he likes to read in the afternoon. The days are long in August. The book was published in 1999. The flowers will bloom in spring. Here is some of the examples of preposition for time. Some other examples such as since, for, by, from, to, from, until, during, with, in. These are the preposition expresses extended time. For example, how we are going to use them? Two most common preposition, since and for. It is also introduced in your tense whenever you are going to study all forms of perfect continuous tenses, because these two words, since and for, is especially explained there. Suppose that for definite time we have to use since, for indefinite time we have to use for. It is the case when we are going to study the tense. The same thing is used here, and how we are going to use it in our daily life. See the example. First example, whatever I have already narrated. She has been gone since yesterday. She left yesterday and has not returned. This is the meaning. The sentence is written in passive. I am going to Paris for 2 weeks. I will spend 2 weeks there. Means I am going to Paris to have a stay. The movie showed from August to until October, to until whatever you like, beginning in August, ending in October. It is the concept of this sentence. I watched TV during the evening for some period of time in the evening. It is not mentioned that I only watch TV in evening. During the evening means particular period of the evening time. We must finish the project within a year, no longer than a year. Means there is a time limitation. Within a year we have to complete or we have to finish the project. Now see preposition of place, the second phase of the preposition, in. In is already used in preposition for time, and it is going to be used in preposition of place. See how. In describes the point itself. For example, there is a swap in the room. There is a wasp in the room. The boy was sitting in the room. Inside. Inside expresses something content. Means that is having something. For example, put the present inside the box. Third, on. On is used when we talk about the surface. For example, I let your keys on the table. One more thing I would like to clear. On, over, above. The meaning of these words are same, but there is a slight difference of using these prepositions in our life. Examples are given below. See here. At talks about a general vicinity. For example, she was waiting at the corner. Over, above. How they are used? See, when the object is higher than a point. Whenever we are going to use on, it means the thing must be in touch with the surface for what purpose we are going to use it. But for over and above, the object is higher than a point. For example, he threw the ball over the roof, hang the picture over the couch. If you are using on, over, above, you must be careful. Otherwise, there will be the maximum possibility of occurring the error in your sentence. Some of the examples: under, underneath, beneath, below. How they are used? When the object is lower than a point. For example, the rabbit burrowed under the ground. The child hid underneath the blanket. We relax in the shade beneath the branches. The valley is below sea level. These are the uses of these prepositions: under, underneath, beneath, below. For more examples, it is better to have a physical book of English grammar. Particularly, you have to open the chapter preposition. There you will find lots of details are given there. Here, suppose that I am giving a slight introduction, because I have already narrated that it is not possible to compile the entire class within a short span of time. I am giving you only the slight introduction, and for the better response, you have to encounter with a book. Some more examples: near, by, next to, between, among, opposite. How they are used? When the object is close to a point. For example, she lives near the school. There is an ice cream shop by the store. An oak tree grows next to my house. The house is between Elm Street and Maple Street. I found my pen lying among the books. The bathroom is opposite the kitchen. Dear students, in these prepositions, two most important prepositions are between and among. Sometimes they are also called the confusing preposition, because sometimes to check your knowledge, the people, the examiner, the teacher frequently ask the question how they are used, and there is confusion arising in your mind. But I am going to clear your confusion in the upcoming slides. Introduce objects of verbs. Here you see at. With verbs glance, laugh, look, rejoice, smile and stare. These are the words where we can use at frequently. For example, she took a quick glance at her reflection. Exception with mirror, she took a quick glance in the mirror. You did not laugh at his joke. I am looking at the computer monitor. We rejoiced at his safe rescue. The pretty girl smiled at you. Stop staring at me. Means the preposition is single. The word is single, but the usage is in variety. How you are going to use them in your sentences, but in a correct way. Not anywhere you are going to use at, in, of, upon, etc. Of. With verbs approve, consist and smell. For example, I do not approve of his speech. My contribution to the article consists of many pages. He came home smelling of alcohol. Of, oblique, about. These two prepositions sometimes used in the same way, such as with verbs dream and drink. For example, I dream of finishing college in 4 years. Can you think of a number between 1 and 10? I am thinking about this problem. Means these are the similar prepositions. They can be easily used whenever the concept is clear. 4. With verbs call, hope, look, wait, watch and wish. For example, did someone call for a taxi? He hopes for a raise in salary next year. Means expectation. I am looking for my keys. We will wait for her here. You go buy the tickets and I will watch for the train. If you wish for an A in this class, you must work hard. Means here you can also see the preposition word is single, but the usage is in numerous way. Frequently misused preposition. Sorry, it is not misused, it is confused preposition. It's my mistake, I typed it misused. Prepositions may sometimes be confused because of slang and the general informality of talk. Here are some frequently confused prepositions. Dear students, as I have already mentioned that sometimes whenever it is the matter of using preposition in your sentence, in your paragraph, or sometimes in the error correction or editing, if you don't have the proper idea or proper concept of the preposition, there must be the chances of falling mistakes in your entire activity. The same I am going to introduce here. Just be careful and see what are the prepositions that get you confused. First, beside, besides. See the clear meaning of beside. Beside means next to, whereas besides means in addition. For example, the comb is beside the brush. And second example, besides planning the trip, she is also getting the tickets. Here see the concept is clear. Second, between, among. Generally between is used when two items are involved, where three or more, among is preferred. Three or more than two. For example, between you and me is among friends. Simple uses. You can see between is used for two people, person or thing, and among is used for more than two people, person or thing. This is the clear thing. For example, distribute the sweet between Ram and Syam. Second example, distribute the seat among the students. From these examples, you can make your concept clear. Due to should not be used as a preposition meaning because of. Because of, not due to his speeding, we were all tricked. Inside of, the of is always unnecessary. For example, stay inside the house, the man stayed outside, not outside of the post office. Means there is no need to use inside of, because inside is already a complete preposition which is to be used in a proper way. Note for you students, the rule distinguishing like from, as if, as though, and the way is increasing ignored, but English purists still insist upon it. Means if there is some kind of confusion among the intellectual people, it must be informed to all of you. Prepositions of movement. Prepositions of movement are quite easy to understand as they are less abstract than preposition of place and time. Essentially, they describe how something or someone moves from one place to another. The most commonly used prepositions of movement is to, which usually serve to highlight that there is a movement towards a specific destination. For example, preposition of movement examples in the following sentence are in bold for easy identification. For example, he has gone on a vacation to France. She went to the bowling alley every Friday last summer. I will go to bed when I am tired. They will go to the zoo if they finish their errands. These are the highlighted prepositions. They are used in various sentences in various ways. Here is some of the exercises I am sharing. This is the exercise for your practice, and let the knowledge come from every side, because if you are going to practice the minute things, later it will be bigger for you, and maybe it will give you the proficiency, accuracy, how the preposition and how everything is used in your daily life. For example, here is the exercise I am giving. The following exercises will help you gain greater understanding about how prepositions work. Choose the best answer to complete each sentence. First, the bone was dash the dog. About, for, after, considering. You have to choose one option. We are going on vacation dash August, on, at, in, since. All these prepositions have already discussed with the examples. Now it is the time for your assignment. It is time for your self-assessment, how and what you gained during the short span of time. If you have problem, just visit a grammar book and there will be your confusion solved. Some of the other questions, please put the waste dash the table, in or on, far, over. I received a present dash Janet. Options: from, of, by, about. School begins dash Monday, in, on, from, since. The end. Dear students, on the basis of the above mentioned slides, there are numerous ways to identify the prepositions. For that, a deep study is required. You are advised to go through the chapter and practice more and more preposition and prepositional based exercises in your daily life. Thank you for watching the video.